Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner Beth. Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former Missouri Tiger, who is their rookie quarterback.
When they turned his name in on that card on draft night, Mike, I think they knew he had a chance to be something special, but I don't think anybody imagined that it would happen this quickly. I mean, to have your team hosting a playoff game in your very first season, that's not an easy thing to do for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But for them to go from being a nice story to a true contender, he's going to have to elevate his game even more, because on this stage, the lights are brighter, the stakes are magnified. One bad decision could be the difference between moving on and going home.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through two plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time, and taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
They'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now a give on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll look to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll look to throw yet again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off
Automatic
the board,
first down.
keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The last thing you can afford in this situation, Mike, is to take a sack. You don't want to go backwards and make the 4th down try that much more challenging. Keep the ball on the ground. Even if you come up short, you'd get another crack at it. And I think now on 4th down, if they do go for it, it's got to come through the air.
The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. This about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. This one from just under 50 yards. His kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. And in this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate. Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the 1st down. And And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Throwing now from the gun. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Considering you only need a few inches, I understand the thought process of putting that ball in the air on third down. Let's see if you could take a shot, catch the defense in more run defense mode. But now you take that sack, put you in a fourth down where now you really have to decide how willing are you to be aggressive here to try to maintain this possession.
The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Cardinals offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw on the run is complete. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Up the middle they go. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it, so Philly will retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down,
Holding.
and the
Offense.
linemen are already walking back. Here's the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Cards offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. The clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They send the tight end in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This game 2 of our triple header here on Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. 28-22, the final score.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Cardinals line up for a punt as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their 1st possession of this 2nd half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A Gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He keeps it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
They go zone read here on 3rd and short. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense and their running back set to go once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw yet again. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on first down. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's 4. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. About 19 yards on that one, and they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to cut the deficit in half. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Throw across his body is complete. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
False start, offense.
Back to the air one more time. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw, and that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. It is 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. There's that man again. Another catch. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
The extra point is good. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Now a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.